Welcome to the Flower Chef for Teens. I'm the Flower Chef Carly, and today we're going to make a very beautiful spring wreath that you can hang in your bedroom. You could give it as a present. It'd be good for Mother's Day actually coming up, or Father's Day. Fathers love flowers. So today I'm using things that you probably have laying around and you didn't even know it. I have this grapevine wreath. You can get this at Trader Joe's or Craft Store Michael's, basically anywhere sells these, and I had these left over from holiday wreaths. So it's cool, you can make it for spring. So I have a pre-made wreath, and then I just have a bunch of leftover flowers. If you are at the supermarket or grocery store, you can get a pre-mixed bouquet and then kind of deconstruct it, which is what I've done here. So you'll separate it out by type. And really you just want a beautiful mix. So I have some mums, I have dianthus, these are those fuzzy things. And this is statice, we use this a lot. I have some eucalyptus, and then I have some fern, which again is very common. So I'm going to start, and all you really need is twine. This twine has wire in it, but if you just had regular twine, you can use that too. You can see it unravels. So a little trick I do is I am putting it in a glass, or you could use a bowl, and that way it kind of holds it all in place. I have clippers. You could also use regular scissors, super easy. Now what you're going to do is I take about a foot or so of the twine, and then I'm going to start with a little base of greenery. So I'm going to cut the greenery into pieces. They're about 6 inches or so. And then I just cluster a few types of flowers together. You can see I have 3 mums, so you'll always, well, not always, but generally you want to stick to odd numbers. I'm going to make this little cluster, so I have a little cluster together, and then I'm taking the twine, and when you do this, you can either do a half, you can go all the way around, and I'm going to secure it, and then I take the twine and I'm just looping it. You can twist the ends together just to secure it, and then I'm going around really tight. You can add in more flowers as you go if the twine's long enough, but I cut it a little too short. So I'm going to just cut off another piece, maybe a little bit longer. Now, if you're working with a friend, one of you can kind of group all the flowers together, and then the other one can attach them, and it'll go super fast. I'm going to remove any leaves that would kind of get in the way. I have some eucalyptus here. It smells really good. This is the scent that you smell in a spa. So it's really nice. And then I'm going to just add in some, this is called hypericum. It is also known as coffee bean because it smells like coffee bean. So if you have a longer piece, just going to cut it, group it together, and then take my twine. As you can see, I'm covering the twine with this grouping of flowers to make it invisible. And then I'm going to secure it in the back and go all the way around. Look how pretty this is already. You could stop right here. The nice thing about using this twine too is that even though it can show, it still looks nice. So it'll still have that dried flower look, but it's still pretty. So you can have it up all year round. This is Gypsy, so I'm going to continue clustering all the flowers. My wreath is almost done, and as you can see, I was going all in the same direction. So at the end where you can see the twine, I'm going to take the last little bundle and put it downwards and just wrap the twine around once and twist it in the back super tight. Try to conceal some of that other twine. There we go, a beautiful spring wreath. So fun, it'll last all year round when it dries.